Okay, so I had a phone call from a returning guest, and she remembered my name from last year, so she asked to speak to me. So I helped booked her in for this year. She was pleased that I remembered her name. She turned up and I personally sat her down and checked her in. We managed to give her an upgrade, which was good because of the availability. And then she was very pleased on that, and then she sent me a lovely card thanking me for all the help that I'd done and for remembering her. So that was a nice thought. That was a little personal touch.
I once had a great day where there was a family that were misinformed about getting their photos from the fun shop in the daytime. I managed to find out what photos they'd like, but unfortunately they had just started setting off as the photos were being printed, so I had to chase them all the way down the road just to give them back their photos. It was a proud moment.
Hi, my name's Guy. I work on security at Church Farm. One of my jobs that I had to do was to go and sort boilers for an owner at Harbour. And when I got there is a picture on Facebook. It took me a while to get my boots off, so I put carrier bags over so I didn't get footprints everywhere.
Hi there! How are you doing? You alright? Have you ever thought about having a fun-filled holiday here at Coomhaven, the sunniest place on the UK? Well, here we are! Coomhaven! Yeah! You want to know about the 101 things that we have and lots of activities to do on this park?
Our town holds a Guinness World Record for the most amount of people dressed as a pirate for our annual pirate event. Leah was playing on the pirate ship in the park while her mum and dad had a cup of tea in the mash and barrel. Leah slid down the slide and fell off. She hurt herself and called help. Joe, our first aider, ran to her aid. He went over, he checked she was okay. He brushed her down and had a chat with her, and yes, she was fine.
So now you experience here at the massive, intense view of Hastings as well, and Bexhill. Yeah, fantastic. But if you fancy a bit of thrill seeking here at Coomhaven, from 101 things to do here at Coombe, we have our very own Space Bowl.
We're down on Seaview Village, looking out to the English Channel that goes all the way to Beachy Head. On our park, we help our owners. We have one owner who's partially sighted. We help her by clearing paths to her holiday home and helping her in the office by enlarging all her bills and statements so she's able to read them.
Oh hi! Welcome to West St Leonard's Beach and Seafront. As you can see, just like all of our other Haven holiday parks, we're a stone's throw away from the beach. However, not many of the other beaches can boast about how beautifully blue our sea line is, and of course how full of history this beachfront is. We also, in 1746, we had an Amsterdam shipwreck just over the side here, and dating back to 2000 BC there is also a prehistoric forest just over the other side of the reefs just there as well. So if you fancy just chilling out, relaxing on the beach, then you know where you need to come. There are 101 different things to do. Here is one of them. Come and join us, people! Yeah!
Hi, my name is Ben. I've worked at this site for 2 years and it's one of the first 6 Haven parks in the UK. When the guests come in, we make them feel very special, give them high fives, children high fives, ask them how their weeks will be planned out. We feel that this core value is very special to us. The core value is
Right.
Hi, my name's Lee. I'm a part of the sports and leisure team, and I'm here to just explain really about some buffer values that I found very helpful for myself and my family. A couple of months ago in March, I had a bit of bad news. My mum recently moved into her new house. She'd been in there 10 days and it caught fire. They lost absolutely everything. All of the exit points were blocked. They had to jump from the top first floor window. Luckily everyone's made it out okay, but the council couldn't help rehouse them, which was a huge problem. Had nowhere to go. The only choice they did have was to be split up and put into B&Bs, which was obviously something my mum didn't want to do, as she has special guardianship of my 3 nieces and nephew. So therefore I come down to my park and ask for help, and they have been absolutely brilliant. They've put my mum and my sister and my nieces and nephew in a caravan, put a roof over their head, they've all kept together, which you know, I woke up one morning, I could have had my whole family wiped out. So for this park to help me and still help me in keeping a roof over my mum's head, I'm really sorry. It's just been brilliant, and it means more than I could ever put into words, ever.
Hi, my name is Ranger Jamie and welcome to the park. I'm going to tell you a little story about a boy called Dylan. He was autistic. He came to my first activity, which was bird box making. I helped him build a bird box together. Obviously I had to do it stage by stage, but yeah, he eventually built it with my help. He kind of froze. You could feel the air around him suddenly froze as well. He just sat there for a couple of minutes, looked at it, then turned, looked up at me, smiled, jumped up and gave me a cuddle and said thank you. A couple of minutes later he went off and played with the other children who was at the activity as well. His mum came up to me and said that's the closest he's ever been to anybody. She actually later on stayed an extra 2 days and was on every activity that I held them following days. He stayed by my side pretty much the whole time he was here.
On channel, please. I just want to say another comment card that's just got handed in, and it says, I have stayed at various parks for a break and I have to say this is the cleanest I've seen on arrival, and in brackets it says there, and I'm not easily pleased, thanks Karen. And that was Hillside 110 and it was by Karen. Sorry? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a cracking day today. Keep up the great work. Thank you very, very much. Go ahead, Mads.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.